state your full name for the record, please.
Yes, it's Lovsandash.
James Michael Van Fossen.
Either of you, by any chance, know why he is not present today?
I told him, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, and I remember from last time vaguely that I'm not sure Mr. Van Fossen has much of a relationship with him, but I know Ms. Lovsandash did. So that's why I asked. Okay, you may proceed with the default, Ms. Hernandez.
Thank you, Your Honor. The parties have the following agreements as to amounts.
Okay.
Retroactive child support regarding Ms. Lovsandash would be $774 times 16 months, which is August 1st, 24 through November 25. That comes to an amount of $12,384. The child support owed from the temp order is let me see, $1,548 and $1,548 for a cumulative judgment of $13,932. There is a medical support arrearage of $140 per the temp order.
What as of date for those judgments?
As of yesterday's date, January 4th, 2026.
Thank you.
Okay, the retroactive child support for Jared Van Fossen, based on his testimony as to his income for the past year, is $42,000, which would be $3,500 gross. That would put it at $598 times 16 months for $9,568. There is a arrearage of $456 from the temp order. So a judgment for him would be $10,024 as of January 4th, 2026. And his medical support arrears is $40. Is this your understanding and agreement for the record, Ms. Lovsandash?
About mine or Jared's?
Either one, both as far as the numbers.
So is mine based on $82,000 still? Because I don't make that much money anymore.
No, it's based on the amount that the judge found in the temp order.
Temporary order. Okay.
Yes, it's not based on 82. It is based on the temp order amount, stating that your gross monthly income is $4,680.
Okay.
So are you in agreement with these amounts or no?
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Van Fossen, are you in agreement with these amounts?
Yes, again, I think it's under reporting their income because she does earn that $82,000. They both drive DoorDash. I would hope that there would be some discovery of income through tax returns, pay stubs, and 1099s from DoorDash, but this is better than nothing. So far, I've received nothing, so yes, I'm in agreement.
All right. Now, regarding payout, Ms. Lovsandash, are you in agreement to pay back the arrearage at an amount of $100 a month?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to pay back the medical support arrears of $10 a month?
Yes.
All right. Pass this witness.
I'm not in agreement with that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call you now.
Okay, I didn't realize that wasn't okay. Hold tight, everyone. Let me bear with me. There's pop-ups coming up because nobody from your office is host.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay. And so that is not an agreement. Okay.
Right, it's the amounts that are not in agreement, the amounts of payback.
Okay. Is the current child support an agreement?
The current child support is to remain at $774 for Miss Lovsandash, with the medical support at $70, and the current child support for Jared Van Fossen is $228 a month per the temp order, and medical support at $20 a month per the temp order. So the current obligations have not changed. It's
Payouts, okay.
right. So I guess, may I call Mr. James Van Fossen?
Hold on one second. I was trying to like organize that and write it down, so when I review the order, I'd know what I was looking for, but it is not actually an agreement. So let me write that somewhere else, so I know what I'm thinking about now.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, you may call your next witness.
Okay, Mr. Van Fossen, okay, so regarding the amount to be paid back by Miss Lovsandash, are you in agreement or disagreement for her to pay the $13,932 back at $100 a month?
I'm in disagreement for the $100 a month. I think it should be more. I believe that my calculation, that'll take 9.6 years for her to catch up, and she'll be long gone before that, I'm sure. So
And
get more $500 a month, or the maximum allowed by law, if that's 40%, because again, they're going to skip out on this and not pay as soon as they can. And that's been their history, and I can give you all kinds of history, but I think whatever you can get them to pay now will probably be the only money I see.
all right, and regarding the medical support arrears of $140, do you also want a higher amount than $10 on that?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Now regarding the judgments for Jared Van Fossen, the $10,024, which is a cumulative judgment for child support arrears, how much are you asking the judge to order for that to be paid back at?
Again, the maximum allowed by law, 40%, $400 a month, $300 a month, something more than whatever you said, $40. I don't know.
All right, and regarding the medical support arrears of $40, do you want that paid in a lump sum?
I would like it paid in a lump sum, because again, they're going to skip town, skip the state, skip the country as soon as they can.
All right, and regarding court costs, are you in agreement with the state that one or both of the respondents here be ordered to pay court costs on this case?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and I might not remember correctly, but I've heard no testimony today, so that's all I have to go on is my faulty memory. Didn't Miss Lovsandash work as a nurse?
Yes.
And did a wage withholding order issue?
Miss Lovsandash is working in Virginia. She's out of state and she's a
Okay.
traveling nurse on contract.
Oh, she's doing that again? Because I thought she'd stopped
yes.
traveling.
I can ask her.
Okay.
I can. Miss Lovsandash, did you make arrangements for making payments on the child support?
Yes, I did. I actually paid the first payment on the January 2nd. They said that it's gonna take 5 days to process, and then it takes another 5 days to withdraw the money from the checking account. So I set it up for every 2 weeks.
Okay, so regardless of where you're working, you set it up on the Texas Attorney General website to come out of your checking account. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any idea how long you may be in Virginia?
Until February 14th.
Okay, and then you would hopefully be getting a new assignment. Is that how it works?
And yeah, I'm gonna take a break and then, yeah, see family, and then I will go on next contract, yeah.
All right.
When you guys talked to me last time, I did have a job working, making $30 an hour in Texas, but I got terminated from that job for no reason. And then I didn't work between the whole month of November. And then I just started this assignment on the 22nd of December for 8
And what
weeks.
is 8 weeks? And what is your current income?
It's the company's paying $14 an hour and plus it's called stipend weekly for the food and hotel.
And what's the weekly stipend?
I have to look it up. It's in my contract.
Okay. Can you afford to pay something like 500 a month extra towards the arrears?
As of today, I can't because I'm paying my I'm divorcing my husband, ex-husband's car, his rent until he gets a job. He's having a mental issues. That's why the reason probably he's not there. I called him a couple times, but he's having his bipolar manic episode. And when he does that, he just can't even figure out his phone. So I was helping him to pay his car, and I won't be able to afford paying anymore. The only reason I'm paying is because the car he's driving is under my parents' name. So I've been helping him still. I filed for divorce, something with Mr. Van Fossen say that I'm enabling him, which is I probably do. So I'm waiting for him to get a job too. So hopefully he gets a job or he don't. I don't know. Yeah, I can
And
afford extra $500 a month.
okay, so when do you think you're gonna stop enabling Jared Van Possen?
Now,
Okay,
did it for
pass the
20 years. And yes, I will not run away to another country because I am a States citizen. I was born and raised in Mongolia, but I have my family, my daughter, my son is here, which Mr. Van Fossen made it impossible to see my daughter with his lawyer in Pennsylvania, that I have to get a permission to supervise to see my daughter for no reason. I haven't seen my daughter since April, but I'm not, I'm okay to pay the child support to her because I know the money's going to her. So I don't know what is he doing. But yes, I did enable Jared for 20 years for that. I think Mr. Van Fossen did what he did to keep me away from my daughter. But that's
okay,
another issue.
all right. Pass this witness, Your Honor.
How much are you paying for Jared's rent and car?
So the place I got it under my name is $780 a month. It's a small duplex unit, and then the car is I have to $600 a month. So I was about to call Toyota and tell them I can't afford it. On top of it, my car that I was leaving in my car in 2 weeks, and I just got this motel for 4 days last night. Actually, it was too cold to live in my car. I'm a nurse and I can afford my hotel, but honestly, um, I was paying other people's rent and car, and I was leaving in my car.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I just don't know how to be selfish. Everything I did is to help him, and I'm waiting for him to get a job, but I don't think he's gonna ever get a job. He's got himself in trouble and got arrested. He's facing a felony charge. Um, and I didn't have money to pay. I think he had his friend in Vegas paid for his um what do you call it, the bail. And yes, I did sign it under my name. If he runs away or something, again, I enabled him. I'm the one who has to pay the $5,000, but which I don't have. I'm just trusting him that he doesn't run away. Which is, he said he was going to go back to his court. He asked me to help him until he gets a job, and That's what I did. I paid his rent and his car, and his phone is on my account. I just couldn't just leave him on the street like his father been asking, because he gets this medical condition and he gets manic and he has these episodes and doesn't take medication. So, and I left him in June and I came back and lived with him for 4 months, helping him and his ex-girlfriend. And he got himself in trouble attacking his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. It's weird, but he needs to get a job and learn to take care of himself.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
Let me just look back. Was there testimony on what Jared will pay towards his arrears?
For the 10,024, 1% would be $100 a month.
Okay, one moment. Okay. And then he was
So
10.
pardon me?
So his was 110 and 10 for the medical?
No,
Was that
his
for him?
you mean the current medical support?
No, was there any testimony about what he was going to pay towards arrears? I'm just trying to focus on
Oh,
what
no,
I'm
no,
doing
I'm
now.
sorry. The state, at your discretion, minimum $70 a month, minimum towards the child support arrears, and a minimum $5 towards the medical support arrears.
Okay, and Mr. Van Fossen, do you have anything you'd like to say about what Jared paid towards those arrears and his ability to pay those arrears?
Yes, I have lots to say. I don't want to take your time, but again, they both agreed to pay arrears. We haven't received anything. I haven't received anything. November hearing, mom agreed to pay based on 82,000. She's an LPN. She works. I can't believe.
Okay, about Jared at this point. Miss Fernandez, I know he was put in choices. Did he participate with choices?
No, Your Honor.
Does anyone know if Jared is working right now? It sounded like from her he's not, but do you know anything different, Mr. Van Fossen?
No, I don't believe he's working.
Okay. Do you believe he has that bipolar condition?
No, he does not have mental issues. He has drunkenness issues. He drinks to the point of toxics. He's been hospitalized because of his alcohol intake. And when he detoxes, he acts crazy. But when he's not drinking, he's fine. His issue is that he chooses to drink over choosing his children. And he's always done this. And mom keeps allowing him, enabling him, paying for his food, his home, his car. And he takes whatever money he can earn through DoorDash and he pours it right down the toilet, ultimately, after it goes through his body. He prefers working under the table when he does work, so he doesn't have to pay child support. He has a previous daughter that he, I believe, still owes child support in Nevada for, which he's not paying. He fled Nevada. He doesn't pay taxes on anything he earns as much as he can. And again, he spent thousands and tens of thousands on tattoos and gold chains and Rolex watches, ignoring his children. He's done this for years. He doesn't have a mental issue. He will say that. Olga has said that. I have it in writing from both of them. He has a drinking issue. And he got drunk again for sure on New Year's Eve as we got blitzed with hundreds of text messages that didn't make any sense because, again, when he drinks, he acts crazy. When he doesn't drink, he's fine. He just chooses to drink.
Can I say something, my honor?
Please don't interrupt him. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before she responds?
About dad? If you,
Yes.
in general, or dad specific on his.
Well, all I'm addressing is child support and child support arrears today. And my understanding is there's an agreement on child support and the disagreements are the payouts. So all I'm asking is for testimony about the payouts.
He can work.
Relevant to the payouts.
He can work. He says he has interviews. He's not been forced to work by anybody, and he's been enabled to not work by mom. So he's ready and able to work. He's just not willing to work. And I think the court should enforce his willingness to work.
I want you to understand, sir, no one is here on an enforcement action.
Okay.
This is just setting support and setting a payout. There are some administrative remedies that Attorney General's office can do in the background, but at this point, he is not facing jail time.
Okay. Well, he is for other things, for the assault.
That's okay. He's not facing jail time with regard to child support. It's first being set up right now.
Okay. So, no, I don't think I have anything else to add. Ability to pay more than $100 a week or month or whatever it is.
Okay, and ma'am, did you want to respond?
Oh, yeah. So what he's saying is, it is true that, yeah, he does drink whatever he can get. He sold everything he owned. He does not have any more money to drink. And I am not sending him any money because I can't afford sending him money. And I will not continue paying his rent either. So, and to address his mental issue, he does have bipolar for years that his father's been denying. I had when I was in working in HCA, I had a medical insurance and I had a psychiatrist for him, and she had diagnosed him with a bipolar 1 with disorder, and he was on psych medication too for a while. So he does have bipolar 1, and he does have episodes since 2014. And I don't know why Mr. Van Fossen mixing it up with alcohol, but he does drink. His bipolar that's one of the signs and symptoms is an addiction to alcohol or drugs. And he doesn't do drugs, but he does drink alcohol. So the episodes are real because I lived with him for 21 years. Yeah, so as far as him working, he did have some guy from the enforcement talk to him and try to help him. Like every Monday, he was supposed to report for the jobs he was searching, and I set it up the computer before I left. And in November, I told him, "Look, you need to look for a job and you need to file these." And he knew to do that, but he just refuses to work or look for a job. He kept telling me he's got a job, he's got an appointment, but I don't see him really going to work, especially when he gets manic. He just lives in this not non-reality world, because I can tell from his text messages, hundreds of messages. Yeah. I have nothing else to say. Yeah.
Okay, thank you both. Okay, I'm going to render now. I am finding that Jared Van Fossen is in default, and he had noticed to be here today. I'm approving the agreements that were read into the record. I'm approving the cumulative judgment against Ms. Lovsandash in the amount of $13,932 as of January 4th, 2026, and I'm ordering that judgment against her. I'm also ordering the medical support arrears judgment or cumulative judgment for medical support arrears against her in the amount of $140 as of January 4th of 2026. I'm ordering the retroactive child support against Jared Van Fossen and ordering a cumulative judgment against him, including the arrears due from the temporary orders in the amount of $10,024 as of January 4th, 2026. I'm also ordering the cumulative medical support judgment against Jared Van Fossen in the amount of $40 as of January 4th, 2026. I'm approving and ordering the current support. So I'm ordering that Jared Van Fossen pay to James Van Fossen current child support of $228 per month beginning February 1st of 2026. I'm ordering that Jared Van Fossen pay to James Van Fossen cash medical support of $20 per month beginning February 1st of 2026. I'm ordering that Ms. Lovsandash pay to James Van Fossen child support each month of $774 beginning February 1st, 2026. And I'm also ordering that Ms. Lovsandash pay to Mr. Van Fossen $70 per month cash medical support beginning February 1st of 2026. With regard to the payouts, I am ordering that Jared Van Fossen pay his cumulative judgment off at a rate of $70 per month beginning February 1st, 2026. And I'm ordering that he pay his cumulative medical support judgment off at a rate of $5 per month beginning February 1st, 2026. With regard to Ms. Lovsandash, the person that you're responsible for providing for is this child in this case. It's not Jared Van Fossen. It's him. It's her. I'm sorry. And so I know you're getting divorced. I encourage you to proceed with that and, you know, figure out your life on your own 2 feet for you. But I am setting this a little higher because I do think instead of paying Jared, you can be supporting this child. So I'm ordering your payout. I'm ordering that you pay your arrears back at a rate of $250 per month, beginning February 1st, 2026, with a step up when child support ends, and the same with Jared's, they'll have step ups. I'm ordering that Ms. Van Fossen pay the medical cumulative judgment off at a rate of $10 per month, beginning February 1st of 2026. And then I'm ordering that, I guess each non-custodial parent pay half of the court costs due. And they're each ordered to pay that by January 5th of 2027.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, and good luck, all of you going forward. Thank you all for coming in. Do you want them back in their breakout rooms, or are they free to go?
And just in the breakout rooms real briefly. Thank you.
Okay, so they're gonna have you all go back to your breakout rooms, where you'll get a chance to review the order. And then you'll be free to go once you do that. But again, thank you for coming in. Good luck and happy holidays. And so someone's gonna help you back to your breakout room. Thank you.
Okay. All parties appear had allegedly entered into an agreed temp order. However, the only person who signed it was Mr. Jim Van Fossen. The biological parents, Bogan, Lovsandash, and Jared Van Fossen, did not sign the temp order. It was reset till today. Hearing notice was sent to all parties. So we're here just to proceed on the record to get an order for current child support, retroactive child support, and medical support.
Okay, what are the disputes? What's a summary of the issues?
The summary of the issues are that the biological parents don't want to pay any money, don't want to support their child. The child had been removed from CPS in Nevada, is living with grandfather, Mr. James Van Fossen, in Pennsylvania. I need testimony on accurate current wages. And the mere fact that they misled my co-counsel and not signed the temp order leaves me to concluding they're not willing to support their child.
Okay.
Your Honor, at this time, may I ask Mr. Jared Van Fossen to remove your sunglasses, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And may I call Mr. Jim Van Fossen to testify?
You may do so.
Mr. Van Fossen, please state your name for the record.
My name is Jared James Van
No,
Fossen,
not
ma'am.
Jared, James.
Okay, my dad.
Mr.
My name is James Van Fossen.
And do you recognize the other two parties on the screen at this time?
Yes, I do.
And who are they?
It's Mom, Bogan Lovsandash, and Dad, Jared Van Fossen, of the granddaughter who lives with us, Ariel Emma Van Fossen.
And how old is your granddaughter?
She's 14.
And how long has she lived with you?
3 years and a few weeks, just over 3 years.
All right. And during this time, have the parents provided any financial support to you?
No, they have not.
Do you provide health insurance or dental insurance for your granddaughter?
Yes, she has all the insurance she needs. She attends a private school, and yes, I provide all of that.
And how much do you pay a month for health insurance for Ariel?
Her health insurance is covered by the state. I think it's because she had state-covered benefits in Nevada. And I'm also retired collecting Social Security. So when I submitted to the state, they said, yes, she's covered by the state of Pennsylvania. So it doesn't cost me anything out of pocket for insurance.
All right. And does she by any chance have dental insurance, if you know?
Yes, she does. And that's the same. It's covered by the same insurance.
All right. And Do you have any co-pays of any kind for that?
Not so far. She's a healthy girl, and the one thing that we've been looking at are braces, and there would be a cost to that. She's not sure that she wants them, but we have received an insurance approval, but there would be a $2,000 copay if we go ahead with that. We're still not sure if we're going to do that.
All right, now, do you have information or knowledge as to the profession or income of the mom, Bolgan Lovsandash?
Yes, my understanding is Bolgan is a licensed practical nurse, an LPN, and she typically earns or should be earning somewhere in the $30 an hour range. And the father reported to the daughter that on her income taxes last year, she earned $80,000.
How much?
$80,000.
All right.
She works nights and weekends and overtime and second shift, third shift. So I think she gets, the base would be $60,000 based on $30 an hour, but I think she earns the rest in overtime, which seems reasonable.
All right. Are you asking this court to set child support for Ms. Lovsandash to pay you based on $80,000 a year income?
Yes, I am, and I think you can verify that through her income tax return for last year.
All right. And what knowledge or information do you have regarding your son, Jared Van Fossen's income?
Jared is capable of working. He chooses not to work. He worked last year in Galveston at Kroger's. He was earning, my understanding, $20 an hour, which is $40,000 a year. He quit that job claiming that he was injured, but he never filed for workman's comp and never worked a steady job again. I believe he works under the table. He works DoorDash. I suspect the reason he stopped Kroger's was maybe because the arrears for child support for another daughter born out of wedlock caught up to him, and maybe they were going after his paycheck, garnishing his paycheck there. I'm not sure. But I believe he is quite capable of earning $40,000 a year if he chooses to work. Mom says he chooses not to work, and that frustrates her.
Are you asking the court to set child support for Mr. Van Fossen to pay you based on $40,000 a year income?
Yes, I am.
And pursuant to your, let me pull it up, your petition, your testimony petition that was filed with in the court, it states you're asking for retroactive child support since July 31st of 24. Is that correct, or are you asking for more than July 31st of 24?
No, that's all I'm asking for. That was, again, at a time where Ariel had decided she did not want to go back to her parents. I warned them that I needed financial support and physical help to keep her here. And I filed in Pennsylvania. They told me that they would have to pay whatever the judgment was back to July 21st, 2024. I spent money and expenses on Ariel based on that. As I went into semi-retirement, I have to keep working to pay for her. I'm collecting Social Security, and I need that money to recoup money that I took out of my retirement savings to pay for Ariel.
And you stated she goes to private school. Is there a monthly tuition cost for that?
I just got a bill today, $752, I believe it was. It's over $7,000 per year. I think it's 10 months of payments that we make and 2 months.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're covering that personally, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right. Pass this witness.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
All right. I'll call Ms. Bolgan Lovsandash. Ms. Lovsandash, what do you do for a living?
Huh?
What do you do for a living?
That's all you do.
I am LPN.
One moment, there's someone
License.
talking in the background somewhere. I don't know whose cube it's in, but it's distracting, and I'm guessing
think-
it's happening for others.
Okay, it was Jared, but I'll just ask the mom again. Miss Lovsandash, what do you do for a living?
I am licensed practical nurse.
And how much do you earn per year?
Last year, I worked overtime. I did make 82,000 last year, but this year I was on travel nursing contract and I resigned. I'm back in Galveston, so I'll be making $30 an hour. I got a new job, so I don't know, $30 an hour, 12-hour shifts a day.
Okay.
Multiply that to 12 months.
Do you get paid overtime if it's more than 8 hours, or is it straight pay even if it's 12 hours?
I believe if you work overtime, they will pay me overtime. I just started this job this week.
All right. And are you asking the court to set guideline support based on $30 an hour times?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Do you know how many hours a week you'll be working?
I'm not doing extra hours because I just have to 12 hours. So hold on. 36. How many times 12 hours? 3 days.
36.
Yeah, 36 hours per week.
Per week or per? Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're asking the court to set
Why did you
guideline.
leave your old job to work 36 hours a week?
The old job was travel nursing job. It didn't work out well. I didn't have a home to stay. Couldn't afford it. I was in Maine. That was the temporary job. Now I have a permanent job. Full time is 36 hours.
Okay, so you said, I'm sorry, $30 an hour times
Yeah.
36. Okay, so basically a 1,020 a week before taxes.
Correct.
Okay. And pass this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
I'll call Mr. Jared Van Fossen. Mr. Van Fossen, how much did you make last year, if you recall?
Last year I made nothing. I worked at Kroger in 2024. This is 2025. I hurt my back. I was an overnight stalker, and I applied for what is it? Disability through Texas, but it didn't work. But no, I didn't make anything.
Are you currently working now?
No, ma'am, I'm unemployed at the time.
And where do you live?
Right now, my address is Galveston, Texas. Yes, ma'am.
And do you pay rent?
No, not at this time. We're looking for a place. We just got done travel nursing, my wife and I. We had to split up. We're trying to work things out, and we are trying to get a place to live so that we can both work and provide for our daughter and ourselves.
Do you have a car?
My wife has a car under her name. Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to do something like Uber Drive or DoorDash or Lyft?
As soon as, yes, ma'am. And I'm not going to make any excuses. Yes, ma'am. I could do, I can't drive Uber or Lyft. The cars are too old for that, but I could do like DoorDash. But I'm waiting to get my cell phone, like a new phone. My phone ended up in saltwater up in Maine, and it's my iPhone is dead. Like we are literally like homeless right now, both of us.
And are you in agreement if the judge were to order you to pay child support?
Absolutely, yes. I feel it's my responsibility to provide for my daughter. I would just ask that the court would, you know, make a fair amount for me that, you know, basically based upon not being employed at the time, that so when I am gainfully employed and we get back on our feet and we have a place that, you know, I can make that. And also if the court could provide instructions on how to actually pay that. Because again, without my phone, I'm like, it's 2025. I'm old. I'm 44. Without my phone, it's like I can't Google like how to pay this and this and that. But yes, ma'am, to answer your question, yes, I am in agreement to pay and support my daughter Ariel and Van Fossen.
All right. And do you have any other children under the age of 18 that either live with you or you are court ordered to pay child support for?
Negative. No, my son Jet, he is 21 years old. He's married.
All right. And I'm sorry. I'm past this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other witnesses?
I just want to recall Ms. Lovsandash. Ms. Lovsandash, do you have any other children under the age of 18 that live with you or that you're?
No.
Okay.
No, I do not.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, the state doesn't represent any of you, so I'm going to give you all a chance. If there's anything additional that you think I need to hear, Jim Van Fossen, is there anything additional you think I need to hear?
Yes. Again, these parents' evidence is showing that they're not supporting their child. They've been offered many opportunities to support their child. I've asked them to save up. I told them about this filing way before July of 2024. I suggested they save their money up in a bank account so they could pay the arrears. They didn't. Instead, they did Disney World, they went to Florida, they back to Texas, they flew across country, they drove across country. They're like continually on vacation. They were most recently up in Maine. They went to a Flyers hockey game in Philadelphia, and I think back to Maine, then to Washington, D.C., did the tourist thing, visited family in New Jersey at the shore. They're not interested in working or supporting their daughter. They're not doing anything. They live like rich retirees, and I'm supposed to live as a retiree, but I have to keep working for their daughter who doesn't want to live with them because they're crazy. The reason she came to us was because CPS had taken the child away from them 3 times, and finally, the last time they were in a shelter, and Jared was not allowed to live with his daughter. So, okay, take the daughter until we get back on our feet. Well, they haven't got back on their feet. He just continually drinks. He has seizures from alcohol withdrawal, and he blitzes himself with alcohol. They live like vagabonds, and again, they're not mature adults at all. Bolga has worked as a travel nurse. She got paid well. I have her employer information. I don't know that she's still employed there, but I think that she's been paid pretty well. And she's, again, has said that she doesn't have any money to pay for her daughter. But they have 2 hotel rooms, I think, and 2 cars that she's making payments on. And again, they're traveling and vacationing and living it up while we're grinding it out here day by day. Jared, I believe, gets some kind of Texas benefits, SNAP benefits, or cash benefits on a debit card. I don't know if they reported that they have a child to get benefits, but obviously they don't. And again, how can he live without working? Well, somebody's supporting him, the state or his wife or other women. He has other women, a girlfriend on the side, and it's just insanity, the 2 of them. He has been diagnosed to take medicine. He doesn't take his medicine. And again, they've got enough money for multiple car payments and multiple hotel rooms, and they don't have any money for their daughter. They continually tell me, oh, we're going to pay starting September. We're going to pay starting January. We're going to pay. That's all I hear is we're going to pay. I told them, I hope you're going to pay, and I hope the court will order you to pay. And I hope if they don't pay, that there are serious consequences for these 2 immature adults. I use that word in quotes.
Ms. Lovsandash, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah. Well, first of all, what he says is true, but not true. I did travel nursing contracts a couple times, 3 times last summer. And it is very expensive to travel. And most of the time, yes, I do stay in hotels. When you travel nursing, the company doesn't pay. So I have to pay out of my pay. So it wasn't worth really traveling, but I wasn't on vacation. At the moment, I am filing divorce against my husband because he wouldn't work or help me, because all I wanted was to move next to my daughter when we left Vegas in 2024, but he didn't want to move to Pennsylvania because him and his father doesn't get along. They did some, I don't know, I'm from Mongolia originally. English is my 3rd language. There's a lot of things I don't understand, especially the law of this country still. They did, Mr. Van Fossen had hired a lawyer that I
Which Mr.
cannot.
Van Fossen?
Objection beyond the scope of,
I'm just letting her speak at this point, so
Okay.
I'm gonna overrule it for now, but which Mr. Van Fossen hired the lawyer?
Mr. Van Fossen, the father-in-law.
Okay,
He hired a lawyer last summer, and while I was in Pennsylvania, I went up and talked to the lawyer, and they said that when I was drunk, I don't drink a lot, but I do drink maybe like a wine or something once a month, and I was very drunk. I don't recall. I guess I texted a message saying threatening him. Well, all I said was, I want to go see my daughter and kidnap her, but anybody stops it from me, I will kill them, or something stupid that I don't mean it. So I texted to my husband. My husband took a screenshot and sent it to his father. And also, at the time, I had a boyfriend, and he was involved with the police and some misdemeanor charges or felony charges. They blackmailing me. They said, if you with this guy, you will never see your daughter, and you also threatened to kill me. And I told her, Mr. Van Fossen and his lawyer, look, I don't mean to say that. I was drunk. I was going through emotional distress. Please, I don't mean to say this. Can I see my daughter? No, I'm not allowed to see my daughter. I was up there this year again, last month. I called him and my daughter Ariel. They don't want to see me.
Right.
I haven't seen my daughter since.
okay. Ms. Lovsandash, I do think at this point, that's not before me right now. Pennsylvania has jurisdiction over that
Right,
issue,
right.
Texas. So even if someone filed something, it would not properly be before me. And so if this is at all related to money or back child support, I do want to hear it, but if it's a visitation concern only,
Okay.
it's really not relevant to
Okay,
us.
that's fine. I'm not gonna, yeah. So anyway, I just want to clarify that I do want to help support my daughter. I do want to be next to her. I do want to live with her, but because of my husband, and he refuses to divorce me, of course, because I'm the one supporting him for 20 years. What I want to do is I will pay the child support to my daughter, but he said July 2024 is that the back pay. I mean, yes. If that's 2024, I agreed to pay because she wasn't sent to stay with him by Nevada. It was my decision, my husband's decision. We agreed on a piece of paper, said, yes, I just had graduated nursing school in 2023. Give us the 1 year to work together and move down to Pennsylvania. Then you can take care of her. And we both agreed I give him a temporary guardianship. On the paper, everybody signed. So yeah, I do agree to pay child support from when I started working.
Do you know when that is?
Yeah, whenever you guys make, I mean, right now I haven't got my first paycheck until the
You were
17th.
working last year, though. Do you mean, you don't mean the job you had last year, the travel?
Yeah, I did. The travel nursing was from June to just September 22nd. Yeah.
So that was June of 2024?
Wait, April, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, April 2025, April 2025 to September 2025. Yeah, just a few months, and it just didn't work out. I can't do it. It's not, yeah, it's a good pay, but at the same time, you have to pay for hotels. So it works. Yeah. And,
So April 2025 to September, you were at the travel nurse job.
yes.
Okay. And what were you doing before that?
I was, so I got licensed in March 2023. So I've been working. It's because husband doesn't work. So I pay for everything. I pay for 2 cars, rent, everything. At the moment, yes, we are living in our car because, like I said, I don't have, I filled up all my credit cards. I'm in debt. Yeah, I just don't have money to pay for hotels right now. So we're just living in our cars. If I can make the car payments, it's backed up. So if I could start paying child support, probably December, because this month of November, I have to catch up for the cars because my cars will be repossessed. No, I'm not living tourist life. I'm going through trying to get the husband work, but he doesn't want to work until we get a place to stay because we have a dog too with us, German Shepherd. So December would be a good time to start paying child support to Mr. Van Fossen. Yeah. I overworked myself last year just to pay bills and try to pay my credit cards, but it didn't work out. Me working for 2 adults. Yeah. And then finally I got frustrated and I filed divorce in August. I think I came back to Texas in August and I filed a divorce and he refuses to divorce me. So I don't know. Don't know what to do now. So yeah, but I didn't refuse to pay child support, or I'm not living in any fantasy life, just barely making it. I have nothing else to say.
Mr. Jared Van Fossen, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor, for allowing me to address the court. I will tell you this, Your Honor, and I'll look you straight in the eye as best I can on the camera. My dad is not, he's not all lying, but he's painting a picture in a different way. I've been married to this young lady for 21 years. We have 2 beautiful kids. My son is 20. He's married. My daughter's 14. My dad is a devout Christian, as am I. My dad, he told my wife and I that he's going to take Ariel to Pennsylvania. My dad's a millionaire, by the way. He's a tech company second, and it's not about the money. It's about, obviously, this court I know is about my child. But he said he's going to take Ariel to Pennsylvania and put her in private Christian school, which is just like a certain, it's called the Kelly School, like onto his doctrine of the Bible. And he's going to pay for everything. No, nothing. And then the next year, Mom and I, we moved from Vegas to Florida. Mom was a nurse. She's licensed. And we wanted to take our daughter back and move her to Florida. My dad said, absolutely not. I don't care. I'm going to hire a babysitter, this and that. Now my dad has sued us in court, obviously, for child support. Now I have no objection to, there was a different ruling on a different court as far as custody. And that's because my wife committed adultery with a wanted felon. His name is William
Object,
Richard
Your Honor. I'm going to object.
No, that's the truth.
I'm sustaining the objection to the extent of relevance, but I am curious.
Yes,
so is there a court order right now involving this child out of some court?
Yes, in Pennsylvania, my dad has custody because my wife committed adultery with a wanted felon.
Okay, not asking you whys. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
does that court order address is it just custody and visitation, or
I
does
don't
it
know.
address anything else?
Just custody, Your Honor.
Do you have a copy of it?
Let me see. I was looking at it.
Love to see it.
It's just custody. Yes, I
Yes.
confirm that. Let me see if I have it. One sec. Oh, I do have it. Let me see where it is. 1 second. Oh, okay. Termination.
But yes, Your Honor, I agree to pay child support to my daughter. I'm willing to pay, and my wife is telling the truth. We are basically homeless, like in our car. I believe we live in our own bodies, but I agree to pay and support my daughter. And that custody thing and that whole other thing that she's looking at, this young lady's looking at right now, that was separate, and I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't served anything. That's because of Mom, and I don't know. And I'm not pointing the finger at anybody else. It's my responsibility as a grown man to protect and provide for my daughter. My dad has all the control. She makes, a lot of money. I don't make any money right now, but yeah, I mean, whatever the state minimum is, or even more than that, based on 40,000, I agree. I'll pay, but please, someone tell me where to pay, because I don't have an iPhone, and it just, I don't know. It's like I don't have an address, like to get papers or anything. I hear from my wife, I hear from my dad, I hear this and that, emails and this and that, and I feel like, oh, and yeah, that's all I have to say. And I love my daughter, and my daughter's amazing. And I talked to her last night. She had the flu. She's okay. My daughter is my princess, and it's my responsibility to provide and protect her. And my dad, I think he overstepped his agreement, quote unquote, as my dad says, quote unquote, as far as he's going to take her and put her in private Christian school. Don't worry about it. And now he's suing us, and he's making my wife and I insane, like sad, and just he controls my daughter. I know it's irrelevant, but not to able to talk to his mom and just painting us as the bad guys, just like he painted that picture for the court, Your Honor, painting us as we are these horrible, evil people, like this and that on vacation. Is absolute. I absolutely disagree with what my father said, and he is lying out of his teeth. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
I'm looking, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to talk.
You're welcome.
If it would help, I could try to share the court order for custody.
I think I found that it's Court of Common Pleas of Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, let me download this.
It's a temporary custody order because the parents did not show up, and I expect it to be made permanent in December at the next hearing.
All right. Your Honor, may I share screen?
You may do so.
Okay. Let me find this 1
Does
second.
anyone have any objection to me seeing this order?
I do not.
Okay, Miss Lovsandash?
I do not.
Okay, Mr. Jim Von Fassen, do you have any objection to me seeing the order?
No objection.
Okay, let me know when it appears, if you don't mind.
It has appeared. So right now it's a temporary order.
Correct. Because they didn't show up, they wouldn't issue a final order. They tried to get in touch with them again. They have no permanent address. So I'm going to have to spend $900 to publish the court notice in Texas in the newspaper for the December hearing. And at that time, my lawyer expects it to be made permanent.
Do you want me to scroll up, Your Honor, or?
You can scroll down a little, I guess.
Yes, that's what I meant. Let me know when you're ready for me to keep scrolling.
You
I think I signed this paper.
you can keep scrolling.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Okay, you can keep scrolling. Okay.
This looks like the proposed because nothing's.
Yeah, from there on, it's the proposed.
So,
The court
okay, can I see?
struck-
Oh, this did not. Okay.
This is.
There-
I can scroll. Is Mr. Jim Van Fossen? Is this the proposed? Is from what you recall?
Yeah, that is the proposed, where our lawyer included the threats of kidnapping and killing. And the judge struck it because the mother and father didn't show up, didn't have proof of that. So, but she still awarded.
And then.
That's all proposed.
Okay. Is this enough, Your Honor, or shall I keep going?
That was the initial notice from there on.
Just trying to make sure what's even pending. You can keep scrolling because it might be
Okay.
useful.
Of course.
You can keep scrolling. Okay. I just want to make sure that child support is not in here.
Okay. Oh, understood. Keep scrolling.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, there was nothing about support in there.
Okay.
This is agreed. Can you read it? Is it large enough? Agreed temporary guardianship and
Yeah,
custody?
this was the initial, just signed by the family members of me taking Ariel in October of 2022, 3 years ago.
Okay.
This is the document that Bolgan referred to.
All right.
Didn't have an end date or a time limit on it.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to scroll some more, Your Honor.
You can scroll.
And there's nothing in here about support either. Again, it was supposed to be temporary, but Ariel refuses to go back to them.
Okay. 3 or 4. Okay, and that's just where it was sent to us.
Yeah, that's just the notary's signatures in like Las Vegas.
All right, and Your Honor, if you want, I can submit this or file this as an exhibit if you want.
It's up to you. You choose what exhibits you'd like to admit or not admit.
Okay, thank you. I won't admit it. It has Mr. James Van Fossen, do you want this admitted as an exhibit on your behalf?
I don't think it needs to be, no. I think the custody and the support are separate issues.
All right, thank you. May I stop sharing, Your Honor?
You may stop sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have anything further, Mr. Hernandez?
No, Your Honor, just appears medical support was not pled for, so that could just be zero amount.
No, it was.
It was, oh, okay, so just based on your discretion, Your Honor, on the testimony, Mr. Van Fossen stated the child receives Medicaid through the state of Pennsylvania, but applying Texas law, whatever you determine should be the amount that each one should pay, or I can calculate it based on your ruling of their income, and an apportionment of court costs, so they should be paid by both biological parents or neither.
Okay. Ms. Lovsandash, would you like to make a brief closing about what you're requesting?
You mean about the child support?
Yes, the child support, medical support, or back child support.
Oh, okay. Probably starting January 1st, 2026, I can start paying child support. Until then, yeah, like I can't afford losing these cars to the bank because I have behind payments. Like I just started this job this last week. I'm still on orienting this week. I'm trying to also help my husband to, help him get a phone and get a job before the divorce. I'm divorcing him. What else? Oh yeah, the back pay. The back pay, we did not agree to pay the back pay or any private school because Mr. Van Fossen, father-in-law, said that it was his choice to put Ariel in private school. And I, up to now, last year, the year before, I was helping. I would send birthday gifts and whatever she needs, $200-300 for clothes. And I was providing that. He didn't mention that. And Ariel is Christian and she does not like, like normal teenager girls wear outfits. And sometimes she refuses and she sends it back. But it's a lot of emotional distress for me. I've been living because of my father-in-law and my husband's decision. I almost feel like they forcefully take my daughter from me, but I know it's not the case. But I'm not even allowed to talk to my daughter. So that's going to be separate court. I'm going to work, save money, and get my own lawyer so I can go fix that problem myself. But yes, I will start paying if the owner give me like January 1st started paying. Yes, I agree. Is it June?
And in terms
July.
of the amount,
Huh?
the amount, does anyone have any proposals on amounts?
Yes, Your Honor. If we go on the current wages for Miss Lovsandash, that child support amount should be $788.
And what do you believe the current wages are?
I did 36 hours times $30 an hour, correct?
Yeah, they're paying me $30 an hour.
Okay, so 36 hours times $30 comes out to $56,160 divided by 12 is $4,680 a month. Take out taxes and all that, that puts a net of $3,937.76 times 20%. is $787.55, round up to $788. Current for Mr. Jared Van Fossen, if we go by minimum wage, that would be $232. However, if we go by his earning potential, that should be closer to $450. The retro support, based on 82,000 a year, divided by 12 is $6,833.33, with a net of $55.19 would be monthly child support of $1,103.97 or $1,104. So we're asking times however many months. So the $1,104 would be for the month of retro support for mom, and then for dad. One second, and then let me go to the father. 1 second. I think we said 40,000, 42,000 last year, or whatever it was. 42,000 divided by 12 is 3,500. Let me go back to this number. 1 second. So 3,500. And this is not including any medical support. So 20%, so 3,500 a month times taken out for taxes and Medicare and all that would be a net of $2,989.63. Times 20% would be $597.93 or $598. Those are the calculations just based on testimony I've heard.
What was that 598? I'm sorry, I was having trouble.
Okay, no. The 42,000 divided by
Whose income is that?
he had testified that he had made Mr. Jared Van Housen had been making 42,000, and
My
then
previous income.
Right, his previous income was 42,000, and then they moved to Galveston, and he was working at Kroger. So for retro 35.
Well, I don't know if we had a time frame for that previous job.
No.
Okay.
He just stated they moved to Galveston this year, so.
That job was 3 months ending September of 2024.
True.
Okay.
You want me to ask for some more time frames, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
No, I believe you've rested. So I will.
Okay.
I'm going to take a moment and look at everything and try to come up with something based on what testimony was presented.
Thank you.
Your Honor, am I allowed to make a closing? If the court pleases.
I thought you were done.
I didn't get to make a last thing.
Okay.
So just for me, is it okay, Your Honor?
You may finish.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I will summarize it. I do not want to waste the court's time because I know this whole thing is about Ariel and it's about her. I don't disagree with everything that my wife or my dad says. Yeah, this is my first rodeo as far as going through a divorce, this and that. I am gainfully unemployed right now, but it's not purposely unemployed. We are trying to find housing. That's our number one priority. I believe we will find housing within a week or two. When my wife gets her next paycheck, housing, and then the German Shepherd has a place to stay, and then I can go and I can work. I am on different medications, psych meds, for multiple things, but I do not disagree to whatever the court finds as far as the arrears that I owe to my daughter, and I completely agree with that. And that's based off of the 3 months that I worked at Kroger. But also I would ask the court just to be considerate of the fact that right now I am unemployed and I'm actively seeking employment while living in my car with my German Shepherd and all of the things, including divorce and adultery and all of these things that are happening in my life. But that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's my responsibility to man up and take care of my daughter. But I would ask the court lastly to base it upon the fact that I am unemployed in the state of Texas and I'm actively seeking employment, and I was on SNAP food assistance. I'm not anymore because I'm not asking for any handouts, and that's it. And that's the last thing I would like to say. And thank you for allowing me to talk, Your Honor.
And if I could, I'd like
I
to say,
think you already, did he do a closing? You may do a closing as well if you haven't done one yet.
just to say that I don't believe these people. They've been lying all along. I believe they were ordered by the court to produce pay stubs and tax returns. I don't think they've done that. So now you're taking their word of mouth that she's only working 36 hours a week. I don't believe that. I believe they both do DoorDash. Has anybody looked at their DoorDash? Have they had to produce their income W-9s for DoorDash or anything? And it's all just based on that.
So I just want you to understand, sir, that this court is not allowed to do discovery or to research or investigate. I'm here to listen to evidence that gets presented and then make a ruling on what gets presented to me.
Okay, I thought I read the order initially that said bring pay stubs
That
and
is the
tax.
pleadings that the AG's office filed. I only entertain pleadings that come before me.
Okay.
So
That's
no
it.
one has filed anything with regard to discovery.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Um,
And when is the final trial in Pennsylvania?
There's a court hearing date, December 13th.
And what is
Okay.
expected? Do you know what's expected to happen? Is it expected to be finalized?
Expect that the parents will not show and it will be finalized.
I'm sorry,
Permanent custody is the expected result
in December?
in December 13th.
We will be there as we are here today with our attorneys.
I can't afford it for me.
Well, we're gonna figure it out. We will be present. So, yeah. Straight Lovsandash says we won't show up. Yeah, we are actually responsible enough to show up.
Okay. This might not get resolved in December, but I'm going to reset the case. I'm going to do a temporary order today and final trial either late December or early January, just to see what happens at that trial, because you just never know.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe early January, like January 6th for final trial. And so I'm ordering child support at this time, temporary child support.
January, oh, you mean, oh, January, I think it's the 5th or the 7th.
I'm sorry, I have the wrong year up.
That's okay. The 7th is in
So it's
person.
January 5th. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
It's last year's. So the final trial will be January 5th of 2026 at 9 a.m. on Zoom for Ms. Lovsandash. Well, actually for Mr. Van Fossen, I'm ordering child support based on minimum wage. I'm ordering that he pay cash medical support of $20 per month.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Van Fossen, beginning December 1st of 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Minimum wage child support is $228 per month. So I'm ordering he pay $228 per month beginning November 1st of 2025 and monthly thereafter. I'm putting him into the Choices program to help him find employment.
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Thank you. And I am reserving the issue of back child support until final trial. We'll see how everything flushes out. For her, give me one moment.
Your Honor, I don't mean to interrupt, but how can I enroll in the Choices program?
Sir, hold on.
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
finish my ruling. It's very hard to make a ruling and be having side conversations. I find I make mistakes. So
Yes,
please,
ma'am. I apologize.
that's okay. Okay, for Ms. Lovsandash, I'm ordering that she pay child support and I'm ordering that well, I'll start with cash medical support. I'm ordering that she pay cash medical support of $70 per month beginning December 1st of 2025. I'm ordering that she pay child support based on the $4,680 based on her testimony of 36 hours per week at $30 per hour. I'm ordering that she pay child support of $700 $74 per month. Beginning December 1st of 2025. And then, as I said, final trial is set January 5th of 2026 at 9 a.m. Everyone should come prepared for final trial. If there is a final order, please have that, or I've sent it to the AG's office. The AG did ask for discovery, including income tax returns for the past 2 years, any Form W-2s or 1099s or K-1s you may have, paycheck stubs for the prior 3 months, and any policies or insurance benefits that are available for the child. Do you have any questions, Ms. Hernandez?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And so you're going to all go back to your breakout rooms. The AG's office is going to draft the order. They will have the person from the Choices program is here in court today in a breakout room. And so at some point, the AG's office will let you, will have you go into that room to meet with the Choices representative as well.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And we're going to stop the recording. Thank you all, and we'll see you all back in January.
Thank you. You should be able to tap the screen and it'll put you back in the room.
Can you send me my next court Zoom to my email?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
will.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
we don't have address until another 2 weeks at least.
I can send it. We'll send it as an email.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And then if you see the screen, it should put you back in your room. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.